There's a full round of matches in Italy this week. It kicked off with Juventus taking on Spezia. It would finish with the defending champions winning by 3-0. Doesn't quite tell the whole story, though. They were struggling until the introduction of Alvaro Morata would score the opener. Chiesa and Ronaldo then scoring goals 2 and 3. What that means regarding the table, well, Juventus 7 points now off Inter at the top. Inter in action on Thursday away against Parma. For more on this, let's welcome in Gab Marcotti. Gab, what a difference a Morata makes.
Morata and also Bernardeschi, those were the two big changes that Pirlo made round about the hour mark, changed the formation for Botta McKennie coming off, turning into more of a 3-5-2 or 3-4-3 if you like. And then Juve in the last half hour, I think, going away with the game. But look, I know you're going to ask me, why were Juve so poor in the first half and everything? But I think Spezia are one of those teams that may be newly promoted, but they go for it. I think Pirlo, perhaps, and Juventus were not expecting it early in the game, and they struggled. But once the changes came on, once they had the width, they went for it, and then Cristiano scoring again, third consecutive game.
Why weren't they expecting it from Spezia, Gab?
It's a tough one because you figure, hey, look, you've seen them all season. I can't really answer that. Spezia went in there; they were very intense, they were very aggressive, they were unafraid to go and kind of leave one-on-ones in different areas of the pitch. I think Juve are still coming to terms with how to interpret matches and how to make decisions and how to adjust your game. When the team and the tactics that the manager sends you out with initially perhaps don't quite work. And it goes back to the same issue. I think that there's a leadership gap in the middle of the pitch, both technically in terms of playing, but I think also in terms of personality as well.
Go on then, Gab. Give us a scenario how Juventus win this league.
Why do I think that? I think it's highly unlikely that they'll win this league, but if it does happen, obviously you would need a full-on collapse from Inter, which I think is unlikely, but not unreasonable. I think it would take injuries and it would take internal discord. And then obviously they'd need to make up ground on Milan as well. I think that is perhaps more possible. But right now, I think Juve's chances in Serie A are pretty slim. We'll have a better picture of how things shake out once they have the return leg against Porto. But I'll tell you what, if they turn it around, obviously 2-1 down from the first leg, and they advance, I think undoubtedly the Champions League becomes the absolute priority. And in Serie A, I think they'll just be happy with staying in the top 4 and growing as a team.
And that's something the fans can accept?
If they keep advancing in the Champions League and they keep playing better as a team and they show signs of growth, yeah, I think so.
I don't know, Gab. You take a look at the way they struggled against Porto, and you're looking at those teams that are going to advance to the quarterfinals. Many of them would fancy Juventus.
I'm sure they would, but you know what? I only see maybe a couple teams in Europe actually who are clearly a notch above Juventus right now. And it's got nothing to do with
Gab, where are they performing in the league. So already you've got Inter, AC Milan, Roma are better than Juventus at the moment, domestically. So you're saying they're higher in the table, which would suggest they're better.
They're above them in the table, Dan.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Yes, okay. So West Ham is above Liverpool. That means West Ham must be better than Liverpool, right? I mean,
according to your logic,
I think in a knockout competition, different standards apply. And if you're talking about who's really outstanding in the Champions League this season and who has been outstanding all season long and who actually really scares the pants off you, you would say Manchester City, you might say Paris Saint-Germain, and Bayern also because they have the experience. I don't think that there's any other team in the Champions League right now where Juve would go out there and say, it's going to take some sort of Herculean effort to go and beat them. I don't think that. I think they say, all right, we have a shot against these guys.
Yeah, but on the flip side of that, the teams that will be drawn against Juventus will have exactly the same mentality. Well,
that's the reality of Juventus. This isn't Juventus aren't the golden era of Barcelona. This is a team that's in transition. This is a team that's decided to go in a different direction. It's a team that already weren't particularly good last season when they won the league, and this is what they're doing. And look, I mean, we can go around the houses of this and like, oh, what do the fans expect? The only way Juventus are going to grow out of this situation is if the younger players that they have, if they continue to grow, if they stick with this plan that they've decided to embark on with Pirlo, which is becoming more attacking, taking the game to the opposition. We don't always see that from them. Sometimes they go and they do it. Sometimes they try to do it and they can't do it. Other times they go, they try to do it, and then all of a sudden they get a little bit scared and they start defending deeper. And then sometimes when they do that, it even works because Cristiano Ronaldo, does something special at the other end and they get away with it. But, this is not a long-term plan. That is Juve's view. There are some fans who maybe are in denial about this, but the numbers speak very, very clear. They can't go and buy their way out of it. They have to grow, and they have to grow and change their mentality. That's what the club believe. And personally, I think it's the right choice.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.